Things have taken quite a turn for the Detroit Tigers over the past month. Remember when they were sitting pretty with the best record in baseball and a hefty 15-game lead in the AL Central? Those days feel like a distant memory now. The team has hit a rough patch, going through a brutal stretch where they managed just one win in 12 games. They even dropped 2 home games in a row to the Minnesota Twins, shrinking their division lead to a mere 6 games. As fans, we can't help but feel a mix of disappointment and concern about what's happening on the field. The pressure is on President Scott Harris as he faces criticism for his decisions, or lack thereof, during the trade deadline. With the Tigers positioned as contenders this season, many of us expected some aggressive moves to strengthen the roster. Instead, Harris seemed to hold back, leaving the bullpen issues unaddressed. His comments about the team's future being bright sounded hopeful, but they also left us wondering if he's really in tune with the present. When he said, "It's not like we're waiting for future years where we can have a 9-game lead." It felt like he was trying to reassure us. But is it enough? Tigers fans are understandably frustrated with this situation. The recent games have highlighted the team's weaknesses, and that first game after the trade deadline was a tough one to watch. Detroit had a solid 3-0 lead late in the game, but the bullpen faltered, allowing the Twins to come back. It was a painful reminder that the necessary adjustments weren't made when they could have been. We find ourselves at a critical juncture where every game counts, and with a division battle looming, it feels like the Tigers are in for a tough fight. What do you all think? Are we ready to trust the front office and Scott Harris? Or do we need to see more urgency in addressing our current needs? Go Detroit Tigers in the comments. As we look ahead, it's clear that the Tigers need to rally and find their footing. What are your thoughts on how the team can turn things around? Where do you stand as a fan living in your city? Let's hear your opinions about the Tigers and what changes you think should be made moving forward. Your voice matters, so drop a comment below. The Detroit Tigers have been facing a tough time recently, struggling to regain their form and status as a competitive team in the American League. It's been a challenging month, and as the division lead starts to dwindle, there's one player who seems to be holding things together: Kerry Carpenter. His recent return from the injured list, where he was sidelined due to a nagging hamstring issue, has been a breath of fresh air for the Tigers. It's hard to overlook how much Carpenter's presence has impacted the team. Since he came back, the offense has shown signs of improvement, even if the wins have not exactly followed. The Tigers dropped a series to the Minnesota Twins, who are in a rebuilding phase, so it's clear that simply having Carpenter back isn't enough. Still, his performance has been nothing short of stellar. In the 9 games since his return, Carpenter has been on fire, batting .407 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. He's been a one-man offensive machine, collecting 11 hits, including 3 doubles and a triple, which showcases that he's fully recovered from his injury. It's fascinating to see how much he has contributed despite being on the field for only 87 games this season. With a slash line of .271/.298/.545 and 20 home runs, he ranks 3rd on the team in home runs, trailing only Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson, who have played significantly more games. This really makes you think about the potential this team has if everyone starts firing on all cylinders. However, we can't expect Carpenter to shoulder the entire offensive burden. His teammates, particularly Green, need to step up and find their rhythm again if the Tigers want to make a serious push this October. It's a team sport, after all, and while Carpenter is doing his part, the rest of the lineup has to elevate their game. What do you think, Detroit fans? Is Carpenter enough to spark the team? Or do you believe the rest of the lineup needs to get their act together? Go Detroit Tigers in the comments. It's great to see Carpenter back and performing well, but the team as a whole needs to find its stride again. Let's keep the conversation going. Where are you watching from? And what's your take on the current state of the Tigers? Do you think they can turn things around? Comment below with your thoughts and your city.